What's up, guys? This is VinylicPuma, and today I think I have some Borderlands news that you're going to like. If you're still worried that Borderlands 3 or whatever the next Borderlands game is going to be called isn't coming out, don't be, because I believe we've been getting a lot of confirmation in this past week that Borderlands 3 is definitely going to be a thing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just talk about how 2K has now essentially confirmed Borderlands 3. Yesterday, on March 21st, 2018, the Skewed and Reviewed website's Twitter account tweeted a man by the name of Scott Pitlick, who appears to be the Director of Communications at 2K. In this Twitter exchange, Skewed and Reviewed simply asked, and I quote, "How have you been? Have not heard from you in ages." To which Pitlick replied, quote, "Doing well, Gareth. Just busy behind the scenes working on the next Borderlands. How's things with you?" After being asked by the Skewed and Reviewed Twitter account if it was okay to cover this particular tweet, Scott Pitlick replied with, quote, "Use what? That I'm working on the next game? Sure, but it's not exactly a secret that there's another one coming. Randy confirmed that a while ago." Now, I've gone ahead and looked into this, and it does appear that Scott Pitlick does appear to be a legitimate 2K employee. According to his LinkedIn profile, he served as a PR manager for the company from October 2012 to October 2014, and then he served as the company's senior communications manager from October 2014 to December 2017. And of course, most recently, it appears that he was promoted to 2K's Director of Communications position in December 2017, which is the position that he currently holds. The LinkedIn page also goes on to say that, quote, "Scott is the Director of Global Communications at 2K, fulfilling a leadership role across a talented, multidisciplined team of public relations pros, social media and community managers, and social content creators." And I would take this to mean that Scott Pitlick definitely gets a say whenever any major announcements and official social media posts are made concerning Borderlands, as well as other 2K games projects. The reason this Twitter exchange is important, though, is because it's basically a confirmation from 2K that a Borderlands game is definitely in the works. While we've certainly had vague statements from the likes of Take-Two, and we've also heard a number of things from Gearbox's Randy Pitchford that they are currently working on Borderlands 3, we now have official confirmation from 2K that Borderlands 3, or whatever the next game is going to be called, is indeed happening. And now that we have Take-Two, 2K, and Gearbox themselves all currently saying a new Borderlands game is coming, I would take that to mean that a new Borderlands game is indeed coming. While I can't say for sure, Scott Pitlick may also have had a hand in something you may have noticed if you watched the most recent Ready Player One trailer here on YouTube. Now, I'll leave a link here in the description, but there's a moment in the trailer at around 1 minute and 42 seconds to 1 minute and 44 seconds where the trailer shows a clip of a few characters walking through what looks like a virtual reality arcade that includes the likes of Halo's very own Master Chief, Overwatch's Tracer, and of course, Claptrap from the Borderlands franchise. And this is some major cross-promotion, and while it's something you might expect from the likes of Halo or Overwatch, to see Borderlands right next to both of these franchises is significant. After all, why wouldn't Ready Player One feature another game that got massively popular like Call of Duty or PUBG? Something else that's interesting about this snippet of Claptrap is that he appears to be standing upon a bunch of what possibly could be Claptrap or just regular robot heads. Now, depending on how you look at it, it looks like he's standing upon a bunch of robot eyes or what may be like original Xboxes. However, I am going to have to go ahead and say that I think that these are robot eyes, and this could give us some insight into something that we might encounter in the very next Borderlands game. While that's speculation on my part, it is pretty cool to see that, and my hope is that whatever those things are do in fact appear in the next game. But I digress. The most important thing is that seeing Borderlands appear in things like Ready Player One is definitely a good sign that a new Borderlands game will be coming out soon. With this said, while it's nice that we now have 2K, Gearbox, and Take-Two all strongly implying and essentially confirming that a brand new Borderlands game will be coming out soon, we still need something that's more concrete. After all, there's really still a whole lot that we just don't know. For example, we don't know if the next game will be in fact called Borderlands 3, let alone what any of the characters are, or if the game takes place on just Pandora or across multiple planets. We also haven't seen any artwork for the game except for a tech demo from last year that gives us an idea of what the next Borderlands might look like. However, it still doesn't really tell us all that much. All we really know for sure is that the next Borderlands game is supposed to be out by March 2019 and that it's going to be in Unreal Engine 4, which, let's be honest, isn't really that much. Ultimately, it's good to hear and see more Borderlands in various forms of media. But I do think we really need the official title for the game, because once we have it, the next Borderlands can receive a lot more attention from the general gaming public. Right now, most of the attention is concentrated around games like Destiny 2, Anthem, and The Division 2, which are just known quantities at this point, while Borderlands 3, or whatever the next game ends up being called, isn't really a known quantity yet. But in case you're curious, and like I've said in some of my previous videos, my guess is that we're going to know what the official title of the next game is, and we're also going to have a logo for it by the end of May 2018. And beyond that, Borderlands 3, or whatever it ends up being called, is going to likely release by the end of March 2019. As far as the reveal is concerned, it just doesn't seem like Gearbox, 2K, and Take-Two can wait all that much longer. After all, if the game does come out by March 2019, they've got less than a year now to reveal it. I also just don't see Borderlands 3 being released in 2018. And my main reasoning for this is because of Red Dead Redemption 2. Given that Take-Two and Rockstar plan to release that game at the end of October 2018, it seems crazy that the next Borderlands would release so close to that. After all, there's usually a lot more hype for a Rockstar game, and if Borderlands 3 was released so close to what is considered to be one of the most anticipated games of the year, it could end up hurting it. I've also got a feeling that this fall and holiday gaming season would have a lot of competition for Borderlands 3, even outside of Red Dead Redemption 2. After all, Nintendo has already revealed that a new Super Smash Bros. Game is coming out by the end of the year, and there's other big games like Call of Duty Black Ops 4 and Battlefield 2018. And keep in mind that those are just the games that we know about, as it's rumored that there could be a new Pokemon game this year, as well as a new Bethesda Game Studios title, which will be pretty huge as well. So my guess would be that Take-Two would opt to release Borderlands 3 later rather than sooner. But like I said, it's pretty great to finally get some confirmation from 2K, and it's also nice to see some cross-promotion with the new Ready Player One movie that's about to come out at the end of this month. However, if 2K, Gearbox, or the Take-Two PR reps are out there and they somehow manage to come across this video, we need a logo for the next Borderlands, because until that really comes out, and until there's really anything that's truly official, you're not going to really get to see the major or mass or, I guess, larger gaming public talk about Borderlands. Hopefully we'll see something soon. Alright guys, that's going to pretty much wrap up this particular video. If you liked this video, feel free to leave a like, and today's special word is actually going to be a hashtag, and it's going to be hashtag we need a logo. So if you got to the end of this video, just simply type in the comment section below, hashtag we need a logo. Otherwise guys, like this video if you liked it, click the bell to join the notification squad, and as always, take care, and I'm just going to let this video go on until we reach 10 minutes.